scene is now set for a championship cold and classic, with a result to defy logic.
Hubert Green putting at the 12th. And what a beautiful putt by Green. Green, of course, the former US Open champion, and a hint perhaps there of the might of the American challenge here at Lytham.
But this is early in the championship, and the Americans don't have history on their side. At first, Royal Lytham looks a joke of a seaside links. It's now half a mile from the sea, with houses, roads and a railway in between. Deep down, of course, it's classic links land. But not all professionals like it, certainly not all Americans, and especially when, as this week, a northwesterly blusters across it, adding more infamy to the fierce 5 finishing holes. An American professional has never won here. Of those from elsewhere who have, 4 are here again. But while links don't change your age, golfers do. And Bob Charles from New Zealand and Tony Jacklin from Britain are outsiders. And Australia's Peter Thompson is nearly 50 and playing, he says, his last Open. And Gary Player from South Africa, the most recent winner here in 1974, is old enough now in his mid-40s to watch his 17-year-old son Wayne in the preceding pair, hitting his first shot in his first British Open.
And it looks as if it could be in trouble. Pulled it left and catches the sand.
Player Jr. destined to take 4 at this first par 3 hole. No doubt his father will show him how it should be done.
And there is the great man.
The joker in the pack. This year, Bill Longmuir, who's won only 1 tournament in his life, in Nigeria 3 years ago.
Opening tee shot from Gary Player. No, he's going left as well, and I do believe he may be in the same bunker, and he is, and so it really is like father, like son.
A hint perhaps that this will not be Player's year. Well, whose will it be? On the first 2 days, the championship runs through its classic traditions like annual pantomime. There is, as so often, the surprise early leader. Longmuir, English-born of Scottish parents, leads with 65 after 1 round and will lie 3rd after 2. And on this second day, another tradition is played out, the gradual closing of the pack of the world's top players.
And here's one of them, Tom Watson, the favourite. In trouble at the 12th. And that is why he is one of the greatest players in the world and favourite here this week. Beautiful shot.
Watson on his way to a 68 and 2 under par for 2 rounds.
But now at 3 under and coming to the final hole, a very good par 4, it's Severiano Ballesteros from Spain. Difficult second shot. On the downslope, near the bunker. And he whips that 9-iron through from a very awkward spot. It's on line. Look at this one. Could it go in the hole? One hesitates to say vintage stuff at the age of 22, but my word, vintage stuff indeed. He's had a great run, in fact, over the last few holes, partnered today by Lee Trevino and Ken Brown. He's gone birdie, birdie, par birdie over the last 4 holes. Now, can he get another one here at the 18th? He can indeed. Beautiful round of 65 today. 4 under par for the 2 rounds. And only one man out on the course who's doing better, and that's Hale Irwin, the United States Open champion. He's 6 under. Irwin leading the field by 2 strokes, still 6 under as he comes to the final hole. But he's a long, long way away in 3 and may well drop a stroke here. Huge swing from the right. Oh, well, would you believe it? A 68 yesterday and a 68 today. 136 for 2 rounds. What a way to finish. So he leads Ballesteros by 2 strokes, but Bill Longmuir still up there among the big boys at the halfway stage.
So to the third day. Huge crowds, sunshine and a westerly breeze threatening to deteriorate to cold and damp.
And at the first, the par 3 hole, it's Ben Crenshaw from America. 7 strokes behind overnight, but putting for a 2. Beautiful putter, Crenshaw. Crenshaw, who finished joint runner-up last year in the championship, opens up with a birdie and is now level par. And behind him on the tee, this hole 206 yards, it's Ken Brown from Scotland and Graham Marsh from Australia. Marsh's tee shot. Level par overnight. Familiar, easy swing. Brown's already played. And that's getting a nice bounce forward by Marsh and gives him a distinct chance for a 2, but it's Brown to play his second shot first. Not many courses open up with a par 3. Always quite a testing opener. Now, Ken Brown, with a reputation of being one of Europe's finest putters, a long way away though. But what a lovely start by Ken Brown. Long way away, runs it to within 2 inches, and it settles the nerve ends very tidily. Remains 1 over par. Now Graham Marsh for a birdie 2. And all the way, that brings him to 1 under, and Brown 1 over. And up ahead, news comes that Mark James, the young Englishman, is also back to just 1 over par. Meanwhile, the shadow of Jack Nicklaus, the defending champion, hovers over this entire event. 1 under, but 5 behind overnight. Dropped a stroke at the first. This is the par 4 second. Nicklaus playing 3. Awkward chip. Oh, well, that was going much too hard, and it clattered into the flag and disappeared. And what a fortunate break for Jack. Rather reminiscent of a few of Lee Trevino's shots we've seen over the years. Oh dear. Straightens the flag, back to 1 under at the second hole. We're back at the tee. Tom Watson is in real trouble. That's his second tee shot at the second hole. This hole runs parallel to the railway. The railway's behind those bushes. Watson's first drive went flying out of bounds, so obviously he's heading for a 5, but more realistically probably a 6. Behind him in the final pair, Irwin